Conscious Fever podcast, hosted by Carl Price and Paul Mullins. Coming to you live from
You are
Louisville,
listening to
Kentucky.
Conscious Fever, hosted by Carl Price.
Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. So listen responsibly.
It's the best of the best. It's the one and only DJ Ice, Louisville's coldest DJ.
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight here in the small audience because of the weather. Hey, good evening. My name is Carl Price. This is Conscious Fever here on ICE Entertainment Television and Conscious Fever Radio. I want to say thank you. I see on the monitor that we are joined by Monique. I got to turn my monitor down. I'm sorry. We are joined by Monique, Renee, and Stephanie. Good evening, young ladies. We have a pretty interesting show tonight. I know I say that all the time, but it's actually a pretty good show tonight. Paul Mullins is with me tonight in his black Chevy, and what we're going to be doing, don't laugh, Paul. What we're going to be doing tonight, we're going to sort of like the format that we had last week, and so we're going to continue a little bit with that format, sort of kick things off with some questions from some people from across the world, or across the country for real. And they're going to ask them some questions, and hopefully you all are enlightened by it. You know that a lot of these people, according to Paul, are not real, but I'll let y'all be the judge of that. This is Conscious Fever live in Louisville, Kentucky. The first thing I want to say is that my prayers are out to everybody who may have lost something in the storm that came through Louisville and the state of Kentucky, the state of Arkansas, the state of Tennessee last night. Maybe Paul and I can talk about that, but I slept through it. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I did have to get up this morning to drive to Lexington for court, which is about an 82-mile drive, I think, Paul, right? 82-mile drive, something like that. But in any case, I had to drive to Paul's moving around the studio, y'all. I had to drive to actually get to court, and I had to drive in some of the rain this morning, but it wasn't that bad. So God blessed me to make it up to court at 8:30 this morning, and then God blessed me to make it back. So anyway, hey, Robert Goins, we're going to put your comments on. That's what we do here on Conscious Fever. We put your comments on, so bear with us. We're going to, after we take our normal break, we're going to come back and we're going to post your comments, and then we're going to get right into the show. So, again, I'm Conscious Fever. This is brought to you by ICE Entertainment Television here in Louisville, Kentucky. We are live, and when we come back, we're going to dive right into this session. So, as always, don't go anywhere. We will be right. What does it say? Paul's laughing at me, y'all. We'll be right back.
Tell them run it on, no sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell them run it 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turn to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me.
And we are back with more Conscious Fever, hosted by Carl Price, Esquire.
Hey, welcome back to Conscious Fever here on ICE Entertainment Television and Conscious Fever Radio. Got Paul a little bit in my screen. Anyway, I'm Carl Price. This is Conscious Fever. Is that your?
That's my phone.
Is that your monitor?
That's my phone.
This monitor's going off. Anyway, I'm here tonight with Louisville Family Court Attorney Extraordinaire and Criminal Defense Attorney and Accident Attorney, Paul Mullins. Madeline Morrison, 57. A pleasant good evening to each and every one here. Yeah, thank you. So as I promised, let's get to the comments and welcome everybody. Paul, if that's okay with you. We're going to go back to the stop. to the top. I mean,
Holla.
Stephanie says holla.
Oh, it's like Spanish. Hola.
Yeah. See if the producer can kind of make that a little smaller and a little. Can you do that, producer? Okay, yeah. Holla. And then when Alvin comes in, Alvin's is going to be so full. Anyway, hi King Carl. Hi Princess Stephanie. Thanks for joining me tonight. And Paul. Hey, Conscious Fever family. Paul, you can respond too, man. I don't. Have
I'm
to talk
just
to these
reading. I'm a
people.
reader.
There you go. That's one for you, Paul.
Hey, Stephanie, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Monique? Thank you for joining us. There you go, Paul.
Hey, lady. What's up?
Good evening, Renee. Thanks for joining us tonight. I don't think that's for us, Paul. Big up Chevy Girls. I don't think that's for us.
That is Chevy
Hey, Robert
Girls.
Goins. Hope all is going well with you. Man, so much time has passed, Robert. I thought about William Codwell the other night. I don't know why. But God rest his soul. He has left us. Great man. But anyway, I hope everything's going okay with you, Robert.
Sit down.
Paul, sit down.
Slid behind, yes. She told her I was up and running around.
I did. Hello, Madeline Morrison, 57. Thanks for joining us. What a beautiful African princess picture that you have there. Pleasant good evening to each and every one. Thank you. And of course, Madeline, this is what's going to happen when you come into the Conscious Fever chat room. All of these young ladies are going to say hello. There you go, Paul.
Jack of all, yes, I am. I do everything well.
Hello there, man. Yeah. So one of the things that Miss Chin, hey girl. Okay, maybe they know each other.
They do.
One of the things is that y'all need to know about Conscious Fever is that what we do here at Conscious Fever. If you post a comment, we are going to put your comment up if we can. Try to put the comment up. Hey, Doug Marbury, man, we've been knowing each other for right at about 35 years easily. Now, I can't believe that you don't know I spell my name like the Germans, like with a K, like absolutely with the K. You said what?
Explains a lot.
There we go. Look at that. That's how you do it. Absolutely, that's how you do it. Everyone is invited by the Chinese Grill. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, Madeline.
What's a Chinese grill?
What's a Chinese Grill?
Chinese grill. Chinny grill.
Chinny Grill. Yeah. And Stephanie said, nice to have you. But anyway, so we're going to break away just away from the comments just a second because this is what we do here. Okay, there we go. They're about to start. So let's just break away from the comments. We're going to bring us all in here. Hey, Paul. How you doing, my friend?
All right, you ready, man? You ready?
I am ready. I thought I saw something behind me. You ever look out this window, Paul?
No.
You never look out? Paul think everything here is fake. Look out the window there, man. Just look out. Look out your way.
I can see it on the screen. I ain't
No,
gotta
you don't have
look.
to see it on the screen.
I can see it right there.
No, but look
I
out.
see it.
Can
we just get up?
Can y'all
Okay,
tell
fine.
Paul just okay? Do you see the vehicles out there? Do you see?
I don't see mine.
Huh? You
I don't see
see
mine.
yours.
I ain't on the street.
Okay, hold on. Look, you see those cars behind us? Anyway, okay. My apologies. Anyway, listen, Paul. We had an interesting show tonight, man. There are some individuals that want to talk about some things, and some of those people we're going to entertain tonight. So first, Paul, I'm going to ask you,
Thanks,
how was your
Monique.
week? Yeah, we can see your comments even though they're not posted up there. She thinks you're dapper, man. My friend. Okay.
What's the new word I learned today?
Hallowishes?
No. When you dapper, you told me that old word that old people used to-
haberdash.
Yes, my haberdash is on.
Yeah, his haberdash is on. Paul using them juice and berries again for
Yes,
his hair.
get that curl going.
Oh, what do y'all think? Paul thinks his forehead is too shiny.
It is a little shiny. You see
It's a
that?
little shiny.
It's a 5 head, but you know.
Maybe we can get one of these ladies to come and
Well,
make you up.
My hairline used to go a little lower than that, but you know, it's all good.
We're all getting old. Anyway, Paul, we there's some things that we want to talk about tonight. Some of the things, and I just want to. There's a lot of people watching. Thank you all for watching. If y'all want to comment, please go ahead and comment.
Comments are on YouTube and Facebook, by the way.
And did you see some on Facebook?
I don't.
I see a lot of them from YouTube. I haven't seen any from Facebook, but
Okay.
maybe we can see. It looks
Y'all-
like a lot of them are coming from
YouTube.
YouTube. Oh,
Yeah.
no, there's a Facebook. Doug
Okay.
Marbury's on Facebook. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, So we have, as y'all know, we have conveniently reached out to people, and there's this line that we communicate to everybody. And in that line, we ask them to just pose us a question, and if they want, they can send us a video, and we'll doctor up the video, and then bring them in. So tonight, Paul, we have a few questions.
I'm ready.
And you want to get right into it. So the first one I think is from Frank, and I think Frank is from Houston. And you really didn't like. Hey, Tony Price, how you doing? And Frank, but Paul, you really didn't like the way his camera was moving. I don't know what's going on in Houston, but let's tackle this question.
Hey guys, I'm Frank from Houston, and I found this interesting. Single women are, on average, more content with their relationship status than men, a 2024 study found, and the number of single women looking for love has declined. In 2019, 38% of single women were looking for a romantic relationship. By 2022, that had dropped to 35%. By comparison, 50% of single men were looking for a romantic relationship in 2022, down from 61% in 2019. My question is, a growing number of American women shunning dating and embarking on life without a romantic relationship. Should we single men be worried?
You get the question? So it says, basically his question is, I know he was talking fast. He's from Houston. Come on.
We in Kentucky, we speak slow.
Y'all speak slow in Kentucky, yeah. But his question was that there's a growing number of single women. The statistics are showing that women are being content more and more with being single, and this is a trend, and it keeps and the percentages of single women that are content, not just single women, but single women who are content with being single. And he's asking, should men worry, Paul? So I'm gonna pause that question to you.
No, we just need to destroy all the batteries, and we'll be fine. They'll come back.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Hold on.
What?
Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna just ask the audience. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what Paul said? Paul,
destroy the batteries.
You
come
said
back?
Destroy the batteries,
and they'll come back,
and the women will come back. You're gonna have to explain that.
I don't think it needs explanation. I really don't.
No, I do. I think it is.
Does that need explanation, y'all?
What do y'all think he said? Okay, so the man asked the question: should we be concerned as single men that most single women are content with being single? And Paul's response was, get rid of the batteries. What do y'all think he's talking about? I don't mean to call you out, Paul, but I'm just...
No, okay. No, to answer the question, seriously, I think it's a growing trend just overall in the world that people are being content with being single. I don't understand it, but people are being content with being single because more and more we live our lives online, posting, social media, not interacting directly with people. I mean, kids will text each other and what do you call them, DMs, and that's how they're meeting people rather than just going out somewhere and meeting someone face to face. It's just crazy. They got these little websites that I've seen, not websites, but like what do you call it, like live sites where you go and meet people online rather than meet them in person, and I think that contributes to it. But you know, I don't think that's the best way to meet people. I'm being judgmental here. Just realize I come from a different generation, but I don't think it's the best way to meet people.
But what do you think about the growing number of single women that are content with being single?
But it's probably a trend that men are the same way. You know, if they're single women, that means there's got to be single men left out there.
Right. Well,
I think it's. I just think
we live in 2025.
Right. I think it's a trend.
Paul using them juice and berries.
I think we've seen these before.
No. We were just. I think the producer's just checking out.
Favorite color blue. So I think that it's a growing trend that people are not dating anymore. It's not that people.
Madeline
I think
wants
people
to know who
saying
you are, Paul.
Who's Paul with an L? That is Paul. That's me. Put me on screen so she can see me. The one who's glowing. B. So it seems like a trend though, for real, that people are content with just not dating. I don't think it's that they're happy that they're single. I think that's what they'll tell each other,
right?
Or that's what they'll tell others. But I think people are not dating like they don't want. People don't meet like they used to. It's something to be said about meeting someone in person for the first time as opposed to talking to him through a live app or something. I don't know. It's just a younger generation. Did he tell us how old these people were that he was talking about?
He did. I think he said he talked to something about percentages. Hey, Sissy, thanks for joining us tonight. But I know the producer is sending us through all of this. I would rather. Here's one of the comments to what he was talking about. I would rather be single than deal with foolishness.
But the problem with it is in relationships, foolishness is gonna come and go. It depends on. I mean, every time you're in a relationship, honestly, it all comes down to what you can put up with, and it shouldn't be that way. But it seems like, I mean, anybody who's been in a long-term relationship, like 10, 20, 15, 10, 15 or 20 years, you know that every day, and we've all been in a long relationship, every day is not bliss. Look. And he's talking about those rose toys. Yeah, those toys. So every day in a relationship, if you expect every day to be bliss, you're fooling yourself. So really, some foolishness,
Paul said get rid of the toys.
Get rid of toys, right.
So, I don't use toys, according to Renee. Okay.
Well, you just ain't met the right person. Put them toys on you, be like, I'm going to give me a whole truckload of batteries. Okay, this is all right. We done devolved too quickly.
Wait, hold on. I'm digging these comments tonight. I don't see why people use them toys. Nothing like a real man.
That's true, but you can, they making a killing in the industry. I ain't saying that they're a substitute. I agree with you, but
Hold on, there's Alvin. Sexual promiscuity has instigated this trend. Oh, that's an interesting comment.
He's taking it from a different way. He's saying that, yes, these women like being single, but it doesn't mean they're not having sex.
There's a lot of single men.
Right. They're
not having sex.
They're single, but they're still, getting their freak on. So, I'm single, I don't mess with toys. All right, don't. Renee, I'm not trying to insult anybody. I was joking. Those are all jokes, y'all.
Have a laugh. Most men want just sex, and I don't have enough bail money. And I'm going to keep watching.
You just want sex, and I ain't got enough bail money.
Oh my God! Yes, I was invited out, and before I did, he brought up sex, and that's not going to happen.
Before you went out, he brought up sex.
No, before they went out.
I mean, that's probably too early to bring it up. I mean, it shouldn't be a question anyway.
Right.
It should be something that happens naturally.
Right, but
because at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all, and y'all know this, ladies. Y'all know this. Y'all can be just as sexually horny and attracted to men as we are to you. And I've also been of the belief that if a woman is gonna get with you, she knows that 5 to 10 minutes after she met you. Because just like you look at somebody and you said they're hot. My bad. Okay, well.
Okay, here's Monique. What's Monique say? I don't mess around. Too many diseases out there. Yeah, I know that's right. Yeah. I know that's right. Never pass the phone. Call Paul.
Never pass the phone.
Okay, now they've got you wondering.
Yeah, I just got blocked. Okay.
No, he didn't get blocked. She was talking about the guy that she was talking about before. So anyway, but I bring, but the interesting thing is that, I lost my train of thought.
No, we was talking about, his question was, why are there so many single women? And I think Alvin kind of hit it on the head. Everybody's, would rather play the field, but that doesn't seem like the real answer either.
But how do you explain the trend, though? Because there are more people who are content.
But again, I
think
more people,
men and women, who are content with being single. What's the answer to that? I think is really the question that Frank was talking about.
I don't truly believe that content is the word, because if I was to tell you I don't need a woman for the rest of my life, I think anybody who says that they don't need the other partner in their life is lying to themselves and others. Yeah, we are humans. As human beings, we all need to have someone else. It's a desire. It's a human urge. We all want to. And some people say, well, the guys just want sex. But, eventually you'll find the guy who wants a companion. And, keeping a relationship together is, sex, I guess, is a part of it. But, if you live with somebody and they're their partner and y'all are, friends, lovers, husband and wife or whatever, if you're not sexually attracted to that person, you're not in a relationship anyway. Am I wrong? I mean, if you're not sexually attracted to your significant other, then you're not in a relationship with him anyway. I mean, I can live with my mom, but that doesn't mean you're not going to be sexually attracted to your mother.
Right.
What would be the difference if you're living with somebody you're not sexually attracted to?
Yeah, I think that was an interesting question, Paul. Are you content with being single?
Well, content implies to me happiness. Am I okay with it? For now, yeah. But is this where I want to see do I want to die at 80, 90 years old with no one at my bedside crying for me that they're going to miss me? No. I don't think anybody wants to live a life that's that empty. But I've been in a long-term relationship, and I'm not in a hurry to run and jump in another one. I've been in relationships. Just at my age, I'm not in a hurry to jump into the next one. And, when things are right, I'll make that path again. But I'm not saying that I have to go out and okay, sometimes I do say that. Yeah. I need to find somebody new. But that's human nature, and I'll admit that, even though I said that just now. It's human nature that when you're at home alone at night and there's a tornado and you're home by yourself,
you want to be holding
somebody. You want to be with somebody.
You want to be with somebody. Yeah, okay. So let's switch gears here. I think this next question is about basketball. And I think this lady is local. Check it out.
Good evening, guys. My name is Valoria, and as a Louisville basketball fan, I heard that Virginia Sharp shooting guard Isaac McNeely transferring to U of L. He's 6'4", and in 2024-25 season, he averaged 14.4 points and had a field goal percentage of almost 44%. Do you guys think this is a good fit for the Cardinals?
Any 3-point shooters are going to be a good fit for us.
Because we're losing some, right?
Well, we're losing 3 good guards. Well, we got Hadley coming back. We have Karan Johnson, who was here at the beginning of last season. He's come back. But as many top-notch players as you can get on this roster, we need them because there's only going to be – look at the Final Four this year. Of course, it's the top 4 seeds, but they got all the best players. So you got to have the best players. Got to have best players. What's this?
No, I say look into the camera and talk.
Oh, who was I looking at? You?
No,
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. All right, so – you got to have the top-notch players.
So you think he's so you think he's a good fit for what Kelsey does?
Yeah, we shoot
Apparently,
more. We shoot threes.
Yes,
we shoot threes.
Shooters,
I said that at the beginning of the year. I said this is going to be a good passing team, and we're going to shoot a lot of threes. Now we weren't making the high percentage of threes, but Kelsey don't care. He's going to keep shooting threes because that's the way basketball has trended towards. It used to be. Of course, y'all remember Patrick Ewing and Keem Olajuwon. Those days of grabbing the big man and having him score all your points are over. Auburn has a very good center this year, but if they don't hit threes, they're not going to win. Right. Duke's going to shoot over them.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting. Oh, they play Florida. Auburn plays Florida.
Yeah. These comments are really interesting, Paul.
I have known Renee for a number of years. Uh-oh. We're getting into a fight here?
I mean, they always get into a fight. I don't know why why you girls fight. She's always been okay. Stephanie is the official troublemaker.
She was asking if I was content. I think I answered that question. Renee's waiting on her mate.
Are you, Paul?
I already answered the question. I said, even though I said I was, I'm really not. I said I was okay. But you're not content with being single. I mean, anybody who was at the Storm last night, I'm a single guy. I was at home by myself. I mean, everybody's content with being happy, but, let's be real. Human nature is to have a companion.
Marshall, do you take honey back on first date or should you wait?
Do you take honey back?
Honey, I mean, your girl back on, do you take honey pack on the first date? Or should you wait? Explain to us what honey pack is.
Yeah, you got to tell us what a honey pack is.
Dating in a while, Marshall.
Is that like a Viagra or something?
I don't know. I'm sure we will get it. Whoa, Marshall. Honey packs on the first date.
Okay, y'all.
Okay, yeah. Express to us. Tell you guys have to tell us what honey packs are.
Man, I feel old now. What's
Stephanie,
a honey pack?
I don't have a lover, madam. Again, and I'm waiting on here.
Oh, these
what look like pack?
They look like some kind of bee pollen. Takes about 30 minutes to kick in. It's some kind of Viagra.
Are divorcees adding to the demographic of singleness? Of singleness, of course. Of course. Okay. We all know that. So what is honey pack, Paul? You found that?
It's like Viagra. Anybody who gets a divorce, I'm not saying even people who get divorced don't really want to be divorced. They just don't want to be with that person.
Alvin says that the game is evolving into three-point shooters. Yeah, because these kids have been shooting threes since they were 3 years old. A lot of them have.
We're not fighting. Okay.
We can't tell. Sure. Here we have somebody else that we're not used to joining us. Levon Adams. Darius Cuff will be at Arkansas next year. They will definitely have something to say next year.
I don't know who Darius Cuff is. We didn't recruit him out.
No, we didn't recruit him. Which brings me to an interesting. Okay, so I guess he answered your question.
Yeah, it's like
Viagra.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. So do you take that on the first date?
Only if you know the honey packs.
Yeah, only if you know you're getting lucky. See, we men, we have to pull all our tricks out on the first date so we get a second date. Am I wrong?
No, I mean I don't think it's that, Paul. I think it's the fact that we are aging. So we have to pull it out. But anyway, speaking of recruits, Paul, there was another. I know someone else had another question about recruits. So I want to let me see.
I watched the McDonald's All-American game. I think it was Sunday or Monday night, and we had a kid that we were recruiting in there, and he was supposed to make an announcement, but he delayed it. And I guess he's delaying it because he also has Duke in mind. And I guess he wants to see what happens in the Duke game and see who leaves the Duke team. But I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I think he was at that Louisville and Duke game. I think he was at the Louisville and Duke game. But anyway, let's just follow that question
what's
up
Stephanie
with this.
say? She don't do that on first date?
Yeah, they don't do sex on the first date. You told me not to let this turn into a sex show. So let's listen to this next question from Conrad from Danville, Kentucky.
Hey guys, Kentucky fan here. Conrad from Danville. Before John Calipari left for Arkansas, he had put together a very good recruiting class with the Kentucky Wildcats. The top player in the class was forward Jaden Quaintance, who reclassified to 2024. When Coach Cal left, Quaintance did too, heading for Arizona State. Now he has entered the transfer portal. Quaintance was a top 10 player in the 2024 class, ranked 9th by 247 Sports. The 5-star forward has a tantalizing skill set, combining a 6-foot, 9-inch frame with tremendous athleticism and a good shooting touch. Do you think Mark Pope should try to get him?
Yeah, I think he should.
AGF.
You don't care. No. You know what, Conrad? Yes, I think he should get him.
Oh,
I think he should try to get him. And the reason I think I don't think he's going to have much luck. But I think the reason he should try to get him because I think Cal put together a pretty good team, a pretty good recruitment package before he left Kentucky.
Why are we talking about Kentucky?
I mean, because they're asking us questions about Kentucky, Paul. Is that okay? Let's listen to our next question. Before we get back.
My name is Dr. Andrade, and I'm from Kansas City. And my question is, do you think Jasmine Crockett should run for President of the United States?
Ooh.
Interesting question.
Now, I love me some Jasmine Crockett.
Interesting question.
So, Jasmine Crockett, if y'all...
Apparently they think so. Y'all think she should run, right? Yeah, okay.
If y'all... I don't even think it goes without saying, y'all know who Jasmine Crockett is, other than... the fact that she was the one who called out Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I think elementary school kids know about that showdown. She is a smart, aggressive, exciting, brilliant black woman. And she would make a better candidate than the past two female candidates because... she is, in my mind, in my opinion, she is honestly the Donald Trump of female candidates. And what I mean by that is
Yeah, what you
if
mean
you
by
mess
that?
well, if you mess with her, look, the one thing Donald Trump has going for him is that if you mess with him, he's not going to be afraid to say what's on his mind, right? He's not going to be afraid to in the stuff we don't like. His friends, fans, and admirers love. Okay, but he is somebody we despise. But the people who like him love what he's got to say. Jasmine Crockett does not back down. And if all you know about her is what she did to Marjorie Taylor Greene by calling her what did she say? Broke back, whatever, blonde, beach blonde, whatever she said. If you go out on, I guess, YouTube and you look at some of the other stuff she's doing, she lets everybody have a piece. Everybody have a piece. And the only thing that would hold her back from running for president, and I like to keep it real, is that she's a female. And right now, this country hasn't shown that it's ready to take that next step. But she's a very fierce candidate, and I love her to death.
I don't think that. I think we should get back to. First of all, let me just say this, Dr. Andrea. I don't believe that. I think you have to have more credentials than just have a good mouthpiece. And I know with a lot of people that are not paying attention to politics in this country, I call them dumb political people, and some of them are dumb by choice. They don't give a damn about politics. But I don't think that we should be entertained by people. I think Donald Trump got in there because part of the reason he appealed. We can go on and on about this, but he appealed to that group of people. But at the same time, he was somewhat entertaining. And there was a lot of people who didn't want the other candidate. But I think if you want the fiery, then yeah, Paul, I think you're right. Maybe we should.
That's the way our electorate has become. Our electorate has become people who are need microwave issues, and we don't want to hear about something being complex like tackling how much interest we pay on the debt, or should Social Security really be cut, or should the defense budget really be cut. We don't want people who want to take 15 minutes to explain a complicated situation, because then we're just getting lectured to, and people don't have the attention span. People really don't have the attention span, for the most part, to listen to that. And what they like to listen to is short bites that hit you in the stomach and make you say, yeah. And that's the type of rhetoric that Donald Trump brought. And, Marjorie Taylor Greene was a person who used to act like that until Jasmine Crockett shut her down.
Yeah.
And now you don't hear from her no more.
Listen.
So you need a fighter. You need somebody who's going to go out there and fight for you.
There you go. YouTube the prank call that Nephew Tommy did on Jasmine Crockett. She is fired.
I'll have to check it out.
You haven't seen that?
No.
I did see it. I think I saw it earlier today. I think it was yesterday I saw it, Alvin. Very, very interesting because but you know what? But I'm going to tell you something about that prank call. I'm going to tell you something about that prank call. She was really right on it. I mean, she was about her business. She said what it is that she stands for. She even compromised with the guy who she didn't know was Nephew Tommy. But she was all about business, and that's what I loved about that piece. Yeah, it was a prank, but it wasn't that funny to me. And the reason it wasn't that funny to me because she stayed serious the whole time, and she was just like your typical black woman. She was just like,
I need to hear it. So
I'm getting frustrated.
I bet he couldn't break her down. That's what I'm saying.
He could not. He did not break her down. He could not break her down, and she was just like, "Listen, sir, I'm here working for you." It was a really good piece, and I just think that it was one of the ones where Nephew Tommy got handled.
Right.
I really do.
I showed Carl a story about Jasmine Crockett where she had a speeding ticket, and she was a congresswoman, and she walked into a courtroom, and the courtroom was notoriously known because the judge was kind of a tough nut. And he did. He held her in contempt because she was 12 minutes late to court. And he demeaned her, and he had a reputation of demeaning lawyers, especially younger lawyers. And in that story, if you look it up, she ended up getting him removed from the bench because he had done that to a whole bunch of other people. And basically her statement was, yeah, you fine me $500 for contempt, but what about the other people that you treat like me? I can pay the $500. That's no problem. But I'm going to get you for what you've done to all the other people. And she got him removed from the bench. And she could have just walked there and said, okay, fine, let me just keep it moving. But she didn't. He got rude with her. He did the stuff that he always does, and she took it to another level and got him removed from the bench. And I just thought to myself, that's the kind of fighter.
But don't you think that was somewhat personal as well?
No, it wasn't personal.
It could have been personal. Hold on, Paul.
It wasn't personal.
Hold on, Paul. He held her in contempt. Now,
but she said it wasn't personal.
No, she said it wasn't. I know she said it wasn't personal. But you know what I liked about it was that if it was personal, she turned it into a community event, and she turned it into a cause, and she solved the problem that they were having in Dallas. And I think that's what I liked about it. So, Paul, we got to take a quick break. So for those of y'all,
special way.
You know that song?
Yes. More can I say, but love me now. Who
Welcome
you playing
back
it for?
to Conscious Fever, hosted by Carl Price.
And look, we have to take a quick break. We will be right back. All right, welcome back to Conscious Fever here on Ice Entertainment Television, Conscious Fever Radio. Boy, your comments are really, really going tonight. Let's go with another question. This is, I'm not sure where Keith is from, but this is Keith. Check this out, and we might hear some more. What you think about that, man? Did you like that Barry White? You remember Barry White?
Yes, I remember Barry White. Goddamn.
And if I'm in that mood, you will know as soon as I get home. Now, whether we get to it then or later, that's up to you and how you want to handle it, but you will know that I am in the mood.
Here's our next question.
Hey, Carl and Paul. I'm Keith, and I currently live in Cleveland, and my question is, my girl said she couldn't get in the mood for sex unless we did a mock funeral first, where I pretend to cry at her coffin. Then she comes back to life. So, we have only met twice. Is this relationship dead? No.
He said no pun intended.
Is this relationship dead?
Yo, I'll let you take that one, Paul. Should he be concerned?
Yeah.
Should he be concerned?
Let me understand. Did he say she won't have sex unless they pretend like they're dead first?
That Paul apparently is her foreplay.
Yeah, I'm checking out. I'm checking out. Checked out, y'all. She might be who was it Dahmer? Who was the one?
Hold on, that was. So what do you mean you're checking out?
She might be Jeffrey Dahmer, or the lady that was played by Charlize Theron, whoever she was. No, I'm not playing dead. No. I mean, if a man asked a woman to play dead before he had sex with her, you think he was a serial killer, right? Right? I'm just right. Let's be consistent. She's a serial killer. I'm not doing that. No, you're right, Madeline. That's not foreplay. That's dead play. You just go to sleep. I'll take care of everything. Let me get this knife. I'm gonna pretend to kill you. No, baby, we ain't rising up out of caskets neither.
Before we run out of time, let's take this question from Georgia, from Texas, from two states.
Hi guys, my name is Georgia. I'm from Texas. My boyfriend wants us to fake a breakup on social media just to see who tries to slide into our DMs. Is this love or lunacy?
Is it love or lunacy?
I don't know. Where are they getting these? No. What? What'd she say? What?
Let's run her back.
Hi guys, my name is Georgia. I'm from Texas. My boyfriend wants us to fake a breakup on social media just to see who tries to slide into our DMs. Is this love or lunacy?
See who slides into your DMs.
Into their DMs. So they want to say she said he wants her to agree to go on social media and say we've broken up. We're not together anymore.
Okay, am I just too old? Do I not understand what they doing today? Is what? We're gonna pretend to break up on social media just to mess with everybody? That is attention issues. That's all. It's somebody needs attention.
Let's go back to some of these. We've missed a lot of comments. So let's try to get back.
Okay. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah. Thank you. Neither one of those questions.
I think she was talking about the funeral guy. He better run. My mood dead immediately.
My mood's dead.
Alvin, what you got here?
She's a vampire, right?
Yeah, she might be a vampire.
Just play dead.
Sounds like, yeah. I agree, Monique. Foolish. Oh, foreplay. That's foreplay. Yep.
I just don't. Play dead? One of those no, it was Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy used to have his girlfriends play dead. Ted Bundy. He was the one who used
bodies in the basement.
Yeah, Ted Bundy used to have his girlfriends play dead. No, I'm not playing dead for you. I'm out of here.
Okay, Stephanie, you're asking all these weird questions, man. I'm gonna ask you.
Do you like music candles? That's a weird question. That's not a weird question.
You with enhancement for your romantic evening. I don't want to disturb your thoughts. I don't want to disturb your mood.
Do you have another one?
We have one. I think we have one more. He has issues to even consider her request. Act dead. Yeah. Oh, you think he has issues? Yeah. Would you consider it, Paul?
Yeah, husband and wife split bills 50-50. It depends on what they make. If the husband makes $1 million and the wife makes $50,000, hell no.
You gotta wait a minute. Hold on, whoa. We gotta come back to that.
What?
You said, Monique asked a question about being 50-50.
It depends on what people make. I mean, it's a stupid question. I mean, it's just not a stupid question, but it's just stupid for you to think that's a stupid answer.
Well, I mean,
it's a good question, but
I guess I don't have a problem with 50-50.
It depends, though. It depends. You can't make it 50-50 and you make all the money and she don't make no money, yeah, or vice versa. She makes all the money and you don't.
Yeah, I think the assumption is that the assets are 50-50. For each,
if that's the assumption, but let's say
for each partner.
Let's say you make $300,000 and she works at not Target. Dang, is that Thunder? Not at Target, but say she makes $50,000. So together y'all make $350,000. You're gonna take. I mean, what difference does it make? If it's all going in one pot. That's a loaded question. It's not an easy answer.
What about my voice? I mean, what about my voice, Stephanie?
Very white. You got one more clip?
We do have a clip, but I think they want us to play that clip once. Once we're on our way out, and we can. I mean, if you wanna hear the clip, but since we're talking about stuff,
I'm reading these comments.
June Joelle.
Who's June Joelle?
Somebody said I love it. But tonight it seems like maybe Paul. How well are you on '80s music, man?
I know a lot of 80s music.
Do you? How about this one?
Welcome back to Conscious Fever.
Sounds like Parliament.
No.
Who was that?
Fatback Band. Y'all remember that Fatback Band?
No, Fatback Band. You said good 80s music.
Love Spell?
I don't remember that song.
You don't remember Love Spell?
No. You get these weird old songs that don't nobody listen to. Ain't nobody heard that song. 80s music. You asked me about 80s music. Don't nobody know what that was. Do you know what that was? Be real.
You sexy motherfucker.
That's Prince.
Prince?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go, y'all. So we are. So let's get us. It's 9:52. Let's get our last question in, Paul. Let's Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. That got Renee going, Carl. Okay. Well, I mean,
SOS band. Was that the SOS band?
No, it wasn't.
No, it was
but
not.
I remember that, Alvin. SOS band. Take
I know.
Your time.
Take your time. Do it right. You can do it, baby. Do it all night. She got the Fatback Band. I ain't know that.
You didn't know that was the Fatback Band?
No, I don't. They wasn't popular.
Yes, they were.
They sold 12 albums. Come on. Next.
Hold on. Let me see. There was one slow song they had.
I heard the Fat Boys.
No. I think the Fatback Band had. Let me tell me if you remember this. Come and get the love you've been waiting.
No, because nobody bought those albums, Carl. Nobody bought them.
I did.
You was the only one.
I did, and it had a big jukebox as the front cover of the album.
About Prince, Michael Jackson, even Madonna, Janet Jackson, Midnight Star, like you said, the Parliament. Remember Parliament? Remember the Gap Band? You name it, Fatback Band. We don't know who that is.
Monique, you don't know who the Fatback Band is?
She says she
disappointed.
What are those emojis? I have to get up close. I can't see them.
Those emojis are happy faces.
No, those are laughters. This laughter. She laughing at you. Shut up, Paul. You heard the Fatback Band, Stephanie? Oh, let him sing. Go on and sing, Carl.
This is what I'll sing. I'm going to remind y'all of the Fatback Band.
Oh, God.
Okay, and this is the way it was. Let me get my bass voice going. Okay. Come and get the love you've been waiting on, baby. Come and get it. Yeah, that's what it was, Paul.
See no evil, speak no evil. Hear no evil.
I know who the Fatback Band is. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Renee. I'm glad that there's some people.
I said they sold 12 albums. You and Renee was two of them.
I'm glad there's some people on there chatting with some civility. Oh yeah, Loose Ends. Loose Ends was it. Loose Ends. Do you remember Loose Ends?
No.
Please tell me. You don't remember He doesn't remember Loose Ends, Alvin? You don't remember Loose Ends?
Do you remember Heat Wave?
Yes.
Okay. Those are 80s bands that we remember. We don't remember no Loose Ends. You naming people that don't exist.
Anyway.
Like these.
Anyway, this is.
Like these people.
This is Chiara. It's our last question tonight.
Hey guys. My name is Kiara from Indianapolis, and this is the Final Four weekend. And before you two close the show, I want to know which number 1 seed will win the NCAA championship.
There you go. I mean, we can ask the producer. We can take a small break and ask the producer to put it in.
No.
You don't want that one. Anyway, answer a question, Paul, so we can get out of here, man.
I'm still going with Florida. I think I might lose that bet, but I'm still
rolling. Why do you think
Florida.
you might lose the bet?
Because everybody look good. I mean, Auburn could win it. Florida could win it. Duke could win it. Heck, even Houston. Houston look really good, too. I don't know who's going to win. It's going to be exciting.
It is going to be tough. I think it's going to be tough, but I am going to stick. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're going to come back to that. I'm going to stick with Duke. Paul. I'm gonna stick with Duke.
Is Eric Price on?
There he is. All right, DJ Price. Okay.
Price.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Duke. Anyway, getting back to our comments, since the comments are blowing up. Let's see here.
Really? You gonna put that?
Apparently
Renee,
Paul don't know music.
You don't know me like that, girl. I know a lot of music.
That's right. Backstroke. You don't remember backstroking?
Oh yeah, I do know that. I do know that song. I do know that song. That was a Fatback Band.
Stuff.
Yes, I do remember that song.
Up on that backstroke. Not Carl and Renee bought 2 of the 12 albums they sold. Whatever, Monique. They sold more than 12 albums.
That's what I said.
There you go. Renee and DJ Ice Price. Yep.
It's 3 albums bought. I understand. I do remember Backstroke.
Where's Ice when y'all need him, Paul? Doesn't do that whole car. Renee agrees that the Florida Gators, as well as Monique, agrees that the Florida Gators will win Florida by 5 over Duke.
Okay.
I'll take that bet, Alvin.
Don't take that bet.
You want to go home? Okay. Houston is going to win it all.
Okay.
DJ Ice. Okay. Nobody has said Auburn. Auburn.
I mean, Boozer got hurt, but he ain't hurt, y'all. Boozer, he's not hurt. Ain't that his name, Boozer, the tall dude?
From that transferred from
Yes, I do,
Morehead State.
Renee. Yes, I do. I didn't. He's a transfer.
Yeah, he was at Moorhead. He was at Mary State. I think he was at Mary State.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Nope.
You didn't know he was at Mary State?
I didn't know where he came from.
Yeah, he transferred from Mary State. Anyway,
school
Paul,
rap.
we are at the end of our rope. I would like to say, I'm just looking to make sure that I've covered all of my little bases here. I would like to say thank you all for joining us tonight.
Thank you all.
We're going to let Paul have his last words before we get out of here.
Last
wait a
words.
minute. Here we go. DJ Ice has got it.
Last word. Brom.
Yeah, Brom. That's his name.
Broom. That's right. That's right.
Broom. No,
That's right.
yeah. Pronounced broom, just like a sweeping broom.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's him. And was he from? He's from where?
He started at Mary State, either Mary State or Moorhead. Okay, there we go, DJ Ice. Thank you, sir.
Moorhead.
Yeah. He went to Mary, and then he got into the portal. I was telling the story to somebody that I had a case down in that area, and one of the lawyers, I think it was the lawyer that represented personally the trucking company that I had sued, that my office had sued. And they were so excited that year because they said, we've got this recruit coming down. Oh, wait a minute, now you're saying Moorhead. Which one is it, DJ Ice?
It's Moorhead.
Yeah, it's Moorhead. Okay. I knew it was one of them down there. I think it was Moorhead because I remember this guy telling me about it. And I was thinking to myself, like, who is this guy? But apparently he got in the transfer portal and went to.
He looks like a beast at Auburn. I don't remember him at Moorhead at all.
He was. Remember when Moorhead went to the tournament? Remember when Moorhead. DJ Ice, help me out on this. Moorhead, was it Moorhead or Mary State that had the number one draft out of the NBA, or this guy was projected to go number one in the NBA draft? Before we go off, we're gonna let somebody answer that. Okay, Alvin said he went to Moorhead, but was he not projected to go number one in the draft at some point? And thank you, Stephanie, for loving the show. Peace, I'm out. Okay, be careful, Stephanie. Paul, I'm going to give you your last word, then they're going to take me to the end screen.
All right, thank y'all for watching this show. We appreciate it. Florida going to win, y'all. That's my pick.
Kenneth Ferry. Yeah, I remember.
I do remember Kenneth Ferry. Yes, they beat Louisville.
Look who went to Mary also.
Yeah, John Morant. Yes, we know that. But Fareed is the one that beat up Fareed or Farah.
Thank you, Madeline.
He's the one that knocked us out the tournament. It was real bad. He had like 20 rebounds in that game. I ain't gonna forget. Yeah. But we appreciate y'all. We're trying to figure out a way to put it on. Is it on YouTube Live or is the show on YouTube Live?
It is on YouTube and it is on Facebook. You see all those YouTube Mary beat Louisville,
right?
And the player did go pro. Yep.
Right.
Be safe, Madeline.
Kenneth Fareed.
Please come back.
Thanks, y'all. Florida gonna win. Let's do it. I don't care if Florida wins for real. I just think they're gonna win because I'm not a Florida fan. But next year, Louisville gonna be back, y'all. We already back, but we gonna be tough. We got not only the recruit that we talked about in this show, we got a kid, another freshman. I can't remember these names, but he was also, I think his name, it starts with a B. Yeah, I don't keep up with 18-year-olds and what they're doing like that, but I know who the recruits are, and we got players coming back. We're gonna be powerful next year. We still need a big man. We need some big men, but we're gonna be good.
All right, we're right at the 5-minute. We have to get out of here in 5 minutes. Paul, I want to say thank you for joining me as always tonight. Be safe driving home. I am Carl Price. This has been Conscious Fever here on Ice Entertainment Television and Conscious Fever Radio. And I think we need to ask the producer to change this little voice. Or you see a what?
Listen to this exit song, y'all. I love it. All right.
Carl, you must ask a question from your guest, similar like the other guests.
So you got to ask a question.
Oh, I got to ask a question.
So, Madeline, she's the first time I've seen her. Watch this exit song because I love it. I don't know who the artist is. You know the artist. I don't know him.
Yeah, it's the Owens. It's Owens' father and son. But anyway, this has been Conscious Fever here on Ice Entertainment Television and Conscious Fever Radio. Thank you, DJ Ice, for allowing us to do this from your Ice Entertainment Television outfit. Did you know that? Okay. Anyway, I'm Carl Price. This has been Conscious Fever. This is Paul Mullins here on Ice Entertainment Television and Conscious Fever Radio. We will see you next week. Next week is Thunder Week, by the way. Down here, were you aware of that?
Next week is Parade Day.
Next week is not. Is it Parade?
Too? It used to be on Thursday. Parade's Sunday now.
No, yeah, Parade is Sunday, but this is Thursday. I'm sorry, Saturday, April the 12th. Do you have your passes already from the what you call it?
I don't really do Thunder anymore.
You don't do Thunder? No, I'm just saying to come into the building. Anyway, I'm Carl Price. This has been Conscious Fever here on Ice Entertainment Television, Conscious Fever Radio. We will see you all. We have to get that off. Yeah, we will see you all next week.
Thank you for watching the Conscious Fever podcast. We will see you next week.
When you need the best sound, when you want the best songs, tune in. We're here for you. The best radio in town all day long.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh yes it is. Then I go to my brother. And I say, brother, help me please. But he wind up knocking me back down on the knees. There've been times that I thought I couldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able, Father, to carry on. And it's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Yes it is. Said I know that a change is gonna come one day. I know a change gonna